Golfers, it's Friday, so that means one more great tip from Solution Golf. In this video, we are going to speak about how to engage the swing a bit more with the hips, so they initiate the downswing, and that is going to give you a bit more club head speed and a lot more control over your whole golf swing. In this week, I had lots of lessons where people were unable or didn't know how to use their hips correctly during the golf swing. They were all complaining about strike issues, and also they could not hit the ball as far as they could potentially. So we try with all of them to get the hips to work a bit better, so the hips start the sequence during the downswing, and after that what the hips should do through that follow through. So today we are going to discuss about that, but first I want to show you a swing, most of it how those players were looking like. We are going to just try it with an 8-iron for now. So let's see. I just want you to pay attention to what the hips are doing during the swing. So I managed to strike the ball fairly good, but you can see now that my hips didn't turn all the way through the shot. So I could have turned a lot more, and that means that my hands started the downswing and then the hips tried to engage, tried to do something to save the shot. Now, let's look from the other angle and let's see a great drill that is going to help you to engage more the hips in the golf swing. Before we play the two videos, I just want you to pay attention to what the hips are doing during the swing, and most importantly what they are doing during the downswing, and if they are starting or not. So let's play them really slowly. Let's start now slowly the downswing. You can see that the hands are picking up a bit before the hips and they're accelerating really quick, and the hips cannot match up the speed of the hands. So that means that the sequence of the downswing was wrong. Also, check the finish. You see, the hips were not turned all the way to the target, which means they didn't engage so much. Now in this way I lost the control over the shot, so I managed to hit the shot a bit fat, and also the distance was not there. So normally a 9-iron flies like 135 meters, probably this one just flew about 115 meters. So now let's get into the drill and let's see how to make those hips start first every single time. We know now how that swing looks like when the hips are not engaging. Let's see what we're gonna need for the drill and how we're gonna use everything together. So I just put 3 balls and some tees on the ground, and I'm also gonna need 2 alignment sticks. So one, I'm gonna put it on the ground parallel to my ball to target line, so somewhere there. And now the other one, I want you to put it through the belt loops of your trousers. So one through there and the other one it's here. Okay, so you're gonna put it a bit more towards your left side so you don't hit your hands in the downswing. Now let's put the ball on the tee because it's gonna make the drill a bit easier. All right, so now I want you to step on the alignment stick that it's on the ground, so the middle of your feet are over the alignment stick. All right, let me just get a bit further back from the golf ball. Now I'm good. So now what I want you to do is the following. So you're gonna make the backswing, and now before the hands start down like this, I want you to match the 2 alignment sticks like that. So in this way the hips are gonna start a bit quicker, right? So that's gonna be the trigger of the downswing. So you make the backswing, turn the hips, and then the hands are gonna come and hit the ball, okay? Now, if we would do the same swing that I did in the demonstration, that would look more like this. So the hands are coming down and now the hips are just going really slowly. I'm gonna hit the ball and you see the hips are still pointing somewhere right off my target. And then when I finish the swing, my hips were somewhere here. So they were not fully turned towards my target. So that means the hips didn't really engage. Now, what we would like to do again, so make the backswing, hips are turning quick, and then the club is gonna come after. So we start with the hips, torso, hands, and then the club is the last thing that is going to move. So now, let's try a small shot. I want you just to try it like this. So you're gonna make the backswing, you're gonna feel the hips going a little bit, you do it again, and now on the third go, you're gonna let the hips go all the way, and then the hands are gonna hit softly the ball. We don't need full speed, but we want a bit of speed just to engage a bit in the motion, right? So make sure the alignment stick is on your left for a right-handed player, and now we can hit the ball softly. So backswing, turn the hips a bit, one more time, and now hit the ball. And now you can see as well that my hips are fully turned towards the target, or the two alignment sticks are actually perpendicular one onto each other. Let's do this drill in a wrong way, and that you're gonna see is gonna look a lot different. Instead of going with the hips first like that, we're gonna go with the hands first like this, and that is gonna result in a different shot. I might hit the ground before that. So let's see how this works. So we're gonna go here, and then, all right, there we go. So I hit it before. Also, you can see now that the hips are pointing to the right, and that is simply because the hands came down first and the hips didn't have time to react quick enough. So let's do the drill one more time in a good way, and let's see how those hips need to work. You're gonna make backswing, turn the hips a bit, turn them again, and then turn and hit. So in this way, you're gonna have a really good sensation on how the hips are working together. Now, I want you to take the alignment stick off, and I'm just gonna grab one more golf ball. And now we're gonna try a shot without the alignment stick, but I'm gonna use the same sensation, okay? So it's not gonna be a pumping drill, it's just gonna be one shot now. So use the same feel that you got, so the hips are going quick towards the target. So let's give it a try. So as you could see, the shot flew nice, and it flew the distance that I was expecting to. Also, the speed was there, and the most important, the strike was really good. Now, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to share it with your friends, like the video, leave us a comment. What are your thoughts about this drill? And I will see you next week at the Solution Golf.